Last year, residents in Dover and Shetway recycled a third of all the waste they produced, which is fantastic. But it's estimated that as much as 70% of waste that we produce in our homes can be recycled. And recycling makes implicit sense. It reduces the need for landfill. We're running out of landfill space and it costs a lot of money to put waste there. Recycling helps to protect the environment. Now, last year, Dover and Shetway councils undertook extensive public surveys to find out what it was that you needed to be able to recycle more. And the result of those surveys is a brand new recycling and waste service. If you live in Dover, you'll be getting a brand new wheelie bin with a blue lid for all your dry recycling. The black box that you currently use for recycling will now be used to collect paper and cardboard. The new service also includes the collection of food waste, and you'll be getting a new grey wheelie bin for your general rubbish. If you live in Shetway, it's exactly the same service, apart from the colour of your bins. Your dry recycling bin is coloured green with a purple lid, and your rubbish bin is green. Now, all homes will be getting an information pack popped through their letterbox containing everything that you need to know to be able to use the new scheme correctly. But let's take a moment now to look at what you can and can't recycle and how in a little bit more detail. A brand new addition to the recycling service is the weekly collection of food waste. For this, you'll get this handy kitchen caddy for collection of food waste in the kitchen before taking outside to the larger food waste bin. You'll also be getting a roll of these biodegradable food waste bags. I'll tell you how to use these later on. You can recycle any type of food waste with this new service. Food leftovers, tea bags, bones, fish, cooked or uncooked meat, pasta, dairy products, old chicken, vegetable peelings, fruit peelings, you name it, you can recycle it. So let's take a look at how to use the new food waste recycling service. Simply line your caddy with one of the liners and then tip in the food waste. Make sure that you don't let any garden waste or packaging waste get into the food waste bin, as it might not be able to get collected. And when it's full, just empty it into the food waste bin outside, complete with the liner. If you run out of liners, you can also use newspaper to line the caddy, but not plastic bags. Now, if you have a pet like Molly here, they can be a great way of reducing the amount of food waste that gets thrown away. But whatever you do, don't put their waste in the food waste bin. The food waste bin has this handle, which also doubles as a lock. To open the bin, just pull the handle to the back like so, and open the lid. To lock it, simply close the lid and pull the handle back to the front until you hear a click. When you put your bin out for collection, it's important to check that the lid is locked shut. Otherwise, it may not be able to be collected. Your food waste bin will be collected every week. Recent studies have revealed that on average, every UK household throws away around about a third of the food it buys each year. That's the equivalent of around about £600. Now, the new food waste recycling service is a convenient, environmentally friendly way to deal with all that food waste. But if you would like to find out how you can cut that food waste in the first place, as well as pick up some ideas and tips and recipes on what to do with leftover food, take a look at lovefoodhatewaste.com. Nearly everybody who took part in the survey said that they wanted to be able to recycle more packaging. Well, the good news is now you can. Just to remind you, if you live in Shetway, your dry recycling bin is green with a purple lid, and that replaces the blue bag scheme. If you live in Dover, it's a grey wheelie bin with a blue lid, which replaces the black box scheme. Let's take a look at what you can recycle. In these go plastic bottles. There's no need to take the labels off, although it would be good if you could, and just a quick swill in the washing up water will be fine. But remember to take the lids off. Steel and aluminium cans, empty aerosols, glass bottles and jars, again no lids, and kitchen foil. Plus you can now recycle all types of plastic, such as margarine and yogurt pots, plastic food trays, and you can also recycle beverage cartons like this Tetra Pak. You do need to make sure that nothing goes in this bin that shouldn't, as it won't be collected. Check the information booklet or on the council website to find out what to leave out. Your dry recycling bins will be collected every other week. It takes a fully grown adult tree like those behind me to make a 1 metre high stack of paper, so recycling it makes real sense. Now, if you have a black box like this, that's going to be recycled, not into something new, but to collect something new, paper and cardboard. In the information pack that will be dropping through your door soon, you'll find a sticker, which can go on the black box to remind you of what can and can't go in. In your black box, you can put all types of paper, including newspapers, magazines, junk mail, catalogues, envelopes, paper bags. You can even recycle yellow pages. Any cardboard can be recycled, although please flatten any boxes. And don't forget to check your information booklet to find out what you can't put in your black box.
Yeah!
And that leaves, well, not much really. If you've used your new recycling service correctly, you would have been recycling about 2/3 of your waste, which means what goes in your rubbish bin, black for Dover or green for Shepway, is going to be a lot less. So much less that there's no point collecting it every week. So your rubbish bin is going to be collected every other week. So there you have it, a brand new recycling and waste service. Designed by you, delivered by your councils, helping us all to recycle more and do our bit.
I think it'd be a great idea for food waste to be collected and used in other ways.
It would be great to have a recycling system where we could put everything in the recycling bins, especially all plastics.
I would like to see everything recycled if that were possible.
My parents are getting better at recycling. Recycling's cool.
My mum and dad are really good at recycling.
I think food waste would be quite a good thing to recycle.
I've got children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I want them to have a world. And there's no point in having them if you're not going to look after the world so they can grow up in it. I mean, we're seeing what happened when our previous generations didn't look after it, so I'm all for it.
My mummy and daddy aren't very good at recycling, but I think they're going to get better.
The point is that there was nothing 2 or 3 years ago, and now there is something, and it's improved. They've added extra resources, so I think I'd give them a pat on the back.
I hope you found this programme useful. There's more information in the packs dropping through your door soon, and you can of course visit the council's website where you can find out more information, tips, hints and advice on everything to do with waste and recycling. Thanks for watching.